Yo, no way, it's me again. Hello, I hope everyone has had a great month. It's the end of April. Personally, I'm a bit gullible, so April 1st had me quite annoyed. April Fools was designed for fools like me. I kept forgetting it was April 1st, so that kept leading to me being tricked. So, not that that defines the entire month of April, but you know that is the holiday for April is April Fools. So, anyway, April Fools, I posted a video, and as always, I'm gonna go into how the rules work for this print. I didn't look up how long this one took me, but it didn't take me too long. It took me probably, under 20 hours, I'm sure. Let me look that up. That seems like something I can't just wing. Oh, that's 27 hours! With 57 minutes. Okay, so this print took me 28 hours. Okay, I didn't know it took me that long. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yeah, so this print took me 28 hours. There's 32 Pokemon in it, I'm pretty sure. I'm relatively happy with it. And yeah, it won't be immediately available. I'm going to wait till I have a couple more prints done before I put in an order. Unless there's like a really big demand for it, then I'll get it in sooner. But if people are interested in it, it will be on my website. I guess I could like set up like a pre-order thing or maybe, but who knows. I'll figure that out. And anyway, as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day / month. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, this is Sandslash. I don't know if you've ever met Sandslash. This is him. He's just a ground type Pokemon. Here's Stunfisk. Stunfisk is ground electric. I actually really love Stunfisk, even though he is really silly looking. But he has ground type first, so he is in the brown print, not the electric print. Here is, oh my god, it's happening again. Swampert, okay. Here's Swampert. He is a water ground type, so he is water first, so he is in my water print. There's no mythical Pokemon, no legendary Pokemon, and no Gigantamaxed Pokemon. There's no Mega Evolutions or regional variants. And there's no Pokemon after Galar, so I don't perish. And with that, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy the video. Bye! Okay. So, ground type, right? So, there are 32 Pokemon in ground type. I think they're very strong. Ground type Pokemon are like really strong, mostly because they get Earthquake, they get Sandstorm, they get a lot of really good moves. I personally really like Golurk and Golett, and the Flygon line. Those are probably like my favorites. Like before I worked on this, I think I like a couple more. I think I like other Pokemon a little more now, but that's okay because they're all cute and good, and I like Pokemon. I didn't realize until I was editing that Golurk, Jesus. I didn't realize till I was editing that Golurk has the same pose as Patrick Star from the SpongeBob movie, which came out in 2004. I was 6 years old when that movie came out. I had a friend say he looked like he was doing the Gundam style dance, which was a blast of the past to hear. He is not meant to be doing that, but he is. I guess accidentally doing that. Flygon's probably been one of my favorite Pokemon for a long time, most of my life. I just think he's really cute. I love the design. I remember watching some of the movies, and I think one of the side characters was like just riding around on a Flygon. I think Flygon looks sick. I love that guy. He's doing it. I also like the pose I chose for Flygon. I wish I could have made the wings a little bigger, but I didn't. Okay, I kind of wanted these two to look like they were kind of fighting. I thought that was an interesting idea. Um, Sandslash and Sandshrew are, I drew those. I remember exactly where I was when I drew them. I was in a hotel room listening to a bunch of people talk about Harry Potter erotica, wishing I could be anywhere else. But I do like the way I drew Sandslash, and that's the one I distinctly remember drawing in that situation. I don't know if you guys have that kind of experience where you remember what you were doing or watching whenever you look at a piece of art you've made. I do have that occasionally, and it's a bit strange because fun fact, I almost got a history minor. I really like history. And unfortunately, a lot of history that's interesting to me is very depressing history. So I'll be watching a video, like on this one, not these specific guys. I don't actually remember what I was watching with these guys, so they're disproving my point. Very rude of you guys, KROOKODILE. By the way, I do very much love their poses. I like how they're all interacting. They're all sneaking around. I like whenever I get to them, like when I was lining Golurk and Golett and Rhyhorn, I believe. When I was lining them, I was listening to a video talking about the Titanic and like a possible theory why they didn't see the iceberg in time. But like, you know, really, really interesting, fucking, kind of just depressing shit to listen to. The Titanic's not a great example. There's a specific piece I did several years ago for Funguary that every time I look at it, all I can think of is the video I watched at the time, and it was like about, oh my god, what was it? It was like war atrocities that Japan had committed in World War II. So there's a bit of cognitive dissonance that can happen sometimes. I definitely remember sketching those three out while listening to that Titanic video. Very interesting, by the way. Apparently there was like an atmospheric phenomenon that basically erased the iceberg from the horizon line, so that's why they didn't immediately spot it. I will link the video I watched, or at the very least I will like post a picture of it. I can't actually put links in my description yet, which once I can, oh man, it's so over for y'all. And by over, I mean there will be a link you can click if you'd like, if you want to go to like my shop or whatever. Bro, Mudbray is such an unsung hero. I really like Mudbray, actually. This is Mudbray. Mudbray's very cute. I remember I was at a convention and one of my friends had a sticker sheet of Mudbray, and I didn't buy it at the time. But despite buying like every other like Pokemon sticker sheet that they had, I didn't buy it because I was like, I don't know, who likes Mudbray? What's the deal with Mudbray? And I was wrong. Mudbray's adorable if you actually look at him for more than 2 seconds. He's really cute. This guy I probably made a little too detailed, but there's a lot going on with him for like a first evolution. Rhyhorn. Oh god. Alright, let's play Get the Name Right. Fuck me. I like these guys. I think that's Rhyperior? Yeah, Rhyperior. I really like the second and third evolution for this family. I think they're interesting looking. The first one is not my favorite, but he is also a Gen 1 Pokemon, so it kind of makes sense. I've always liked Claydol. I've always thought it was a very interesting looking design. Now I'm lining Golett. I really liked the idea of Golett, like having the adult like evolution basically like looming over the littler evolution is just such a cute idea to me. He's supposed to look like he's like cracking his knuckles, but again, I think the hand position is giving Gundam style, which, you know, fine, that's fine. That works. Alright, Mudsdale was really hard. Horses are famously hard to draw, if you didn't know. I think I do like it at the end, but I really, really struggled with that horse. Here's Hippowdon, and Hippopass. I've never really liked these two Pokemon, even though I'm a Sinnoh girly. Those two are very... I just don't don't like hippos. Hippos freak me the hell out. They're so scary. They open their mouths way too big. I don't know. I've never liked hippos, even though I actually have a nickname for my cat Hypnos, and that nickname is Hippo. There's not really a particular reason. It just sounds close to Hypnos, so I call him Hippo sometimes. But I hate hippos. Normal hippos, if it's Hypnos, then like awesome hippo. Oh, don't get attached to that line art right there for Sandaconda. My Clip Studio like glitched out and deleted like most of that line art. So the line art's very different actually from what it just was, which sucks because I think I preferred it the way it was initially, but I was really pissed off about that actually, so instead I started coloring things. So for the rest of the speed paint, he doesn't have line art. Mostly because, I don't know, it's a very silly and juvenile, but I was like, I'm gonna punish you. You don't get to have line art because you glitched out and I have to redo it, and also it was a pain. So yeah, that was the hell I had to live. And by hell, I mean being mildly inconvenienced. It undid like 30 minutes of work, but that's like not bad at all. I think I can remember. I was watching a video talking about the history and like of the KKK for that one. Oh my god. Yeah, anyway. I used to be I almost got a history minor, but I didn't want to take one more class, so I didn't, because it was my last semester in college. I ended up dropping my last class to get that history minor. Also, just because it wasn't going to be very beneficial for me. I don't care for art history, so my major is in art, right? So, and this is a joke I used to always tell people is like, alright, I love art, you know, clearly it's my major. I love history, hate art history. It's so boring to me, unfortunately. I wish I liked it, but it's kind of funny when Vasily, when my partner and I go to a art museum. We went to the Cleveland Art Museum several months ago, and they had an exhibit of like a bunch of Byzantine art and a bunch of like Renaissance, like Christian stuff. And I'm a little bit of a heretic, and so I don't really care about old Christian art, unfortunately, and I was falling asleep, and he was quite interested. He was very excited, well, not excited, but he was interested. Not that he's like super religious himself, but he just actually found that stuff interesting, and I didn't. So it's a little inconvenient. I did not like taking those art history classes in college. I do still I love history. History is very interesting to me, but I was getting so used to my art classes. Art classes are very free reign. You are told what you need to get done, like what your parameters are for your assignment. And then you work on that for 3 hours with your teacher coming by, like going, oh, this looks good, or this looks bad, and giving you advice, or you can ask for questions and ask for help for like 3 hours. And that kind of free form, like, structure, I guess I loved it. Like, it was so easy to, like, I was so used to it that I took like a 300 level history class about, I think it was modern European history, so talking about everything in the last century for Europe. I was I was in that class, but like I really struggled to stay awake, and it was very strange because I love history. I promise I do. And I just could not stay awake, and it was because he had to sit in the chair a whole time in a dark room watching a PowerPoint. And you know, I used to be able to do that, but toward the end of my last semester of college, I ended up not taking my last history class because I really struggled to stay awake, and I felt bad. It wasn't that I wasn't interested. I was, obviously. You don't really take a 300 level history class unless you're interested, or you have it for like a prerequisite for a different degree. So yeah, that was unfortunate. But you know what? I I'm happy with my degree. I'm a little sad I don't have a minor, but again, it would not have been helpful for me. I'm not going to like do like museum like actually so museum preservation of art actually is interesting to me. um so anyhow, all of that to say, I lost the last couple of minutes of the speed paint on here. I really talked about Pokemon in this one, didn't I, guys? I lost the last little bit of like coloring and Sandaconda and Diglett in that little in his dangerous position under Croconaw's foot. I didn't do that. So I did do it. Obviously, it's right here, but it didn't record. I had an idea for a couple of things I can add on at the end here. So I have little rewards for different Pokemon. So, for example, I have a reward called the Silliest Guy. The Silliest Guy would be Ursaring. I think his expression's really silly and dopey, and I like that I didn't intend for it to happen, but he's like dapping up Croconaw, one of them. It's not Croconaw. Croconaw is the red one. The fucking sandy one. Oh, fuck. Dapping up middle evolution of Croconaw, yeah. Which was fun. I enjoyed that. My favoritist guy, the one that I like the most in this print, would probably be... Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember. I had this like... Maybe I should have answered these before putting this. Oh no, oh no, oh no. God, I'm such a professional. Okay, my favoritist guy, I quite like Flygon. Flygon is probably... I like Trapinch and I like Flygon a lot, so that's probably my favoritist guy. Biggest pain in the ass guy, that reward goes to... You know, Mudsdale, I think might have been. I spent a long time and I redrew Mudsdale quite a few times to try and get him to work. Sandaconda was also a huge pain, and so was Rhyhorn. He's just very detailed. And then my new favorite Pokemon after actually studying the guy to draw him is probably Mudspray. Mudspray is so cute. He's got a great design. Love him. 10 out of 10. And then my favorite family of Pokemon is going to be Croconaw's family, down in the corner, even though I can't remember all three of their names. I remember Sandile, I just don't remember the third, like the second evolution, what his name is. So anyway, those are our rewards for this month, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, have a wonderful May. I hope you guys have a wonderful May. And then I'm not quite sure what I'm going to work on for May. I might do a different print idea instead of Pokemon. My partner's birthday is during May, and I want to draw a bunch of stuff for him. So I will probably do that. So there will probably be a video. I just got to figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing. But it might be One Piece. I might start drawing like big sagas of One Piece in prints, like little square prints. I've been really into One Piece the past couple of months. I finished it in February, and I've been playing the trading card game, and so it's like I've just been like super into One Piece. If you haven't seen the live action, you should go watch it. It's a very quick way to get through a lot of it. And if you want to watch the actual show, watch One Piece. One Piece cuts it in half. But anyway, all that to say, I hope you guys have a wonderful month until the next post, and thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like what I've made, you can get it on my shop, and goodbye.